We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. The engineer, Leclerc and Felipe Drugovich. Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. The engineer lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Drugovich, Albon, George Russell and Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Tsunoda and Mick Schumacher, Ricciardo, Yuri Vips, Carlos Sainz and Norris, Liam Lawson, Magnussen, Lance Stroll and Bent Viscal, Théo Pourchaire, Schwartzman, Joe and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
After the points finish. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. to Victoryville. Population, me. Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a great finish. Well done.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. The engineer increases their championship lead. Let's move on to the constructors. Well, that wraps up the sprint. All that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. The engineer lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Drugovich, George Russell and Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Mick Schumacher and Daniel Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Norris, Yuri Vips and Sainz, Liam Lawson, Magnussen, Bent Fiskal and Théo Pourchaire, Stroll, Joe, Schwartzman and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, DRS is now available. by 10.5 seconds. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
To Victoryville. Population me.
Yes, fantastic! You've just won the Grand Prix.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps. What do you think it was today, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. So let's review the updated driver standings. The Engineer increases their championship lead. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the Engineer. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.